Good morning, curling fans, and welcome back to Okotoks, Alberta for the ATB Financial Okotoks Curling Classic semi-final action between Team Brendan Bottcher and Team Matt Dunstone. John Cullen with you once again alongside two-time Scotties champion Chelsea Carey. And Chelsea, I think fair to say that when the week started, we had a feeling this might be the type of semi-final matchup we could get, and I'm certainly very excited for it.
Yeah, absolutely. The caliber of teams at this event is pretty incredible, really, and we're seeing the cream rise to the top here, and not surprising that we're seeing these two teams face off in the semifinal this morning.
After the 8 foot, you got a better room.
So we're getting a good look here at the first end, the number 4 ranked Brendan Bottcher against the number 6 ranked Matt Dunstone. So two of the top 10 teams in the world here in Okotoks, and the first spiel of the year for both of these teams. So it's been sort of fun watching them come together over the course of the week, and I think both teams pretty happy with where they're at so far. Bottcher has not lost a game yet, and Dunstone only has 1 loss on the ledger, so certainly going to be a great game here this morning as we get a look at Ben Hebert with his second stone looking for a freeze.
A little bit less, Benny.
Line's good.
Top 12. Just a little short.
Line's good.
Weight's pretty good, Botch.
Line's good. We're a little tight now. Gotta go, boys.
Gotta go a little.
Hard line.
It's getting really close to the center guard. Gallant really leaning on it here. Gallant and Kennedy, but they cannot get it by. Just a hair light.
Yeah, just a little less.
The line would have probably been okay if it had a little bit more weight. It just barely clipped it, and it's probably a couple feet light.
After the 8.
So we get a look here at Matt Dunstone out of the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Skip is Matt Dunstone, third BJ Neufeld, second Colton Lott, and lead Ryan Harnden.
Line's good.
I think we gotta go a bit.
You can go. Line's real good.
We're doing the right thing.
Hard line.
Weight's really good.
Hard line.
Just line.
Hard line.
Small bump.
Line's good. Line's good.
Weight's really good.
You can always bounce on this line. Go ahead. Hard right to it. Hard. Great spot. Really.
And nice shot there from Colton Lott.
I think it's the red one.
So we get a look at Team Bottcher from the Glencoe Curling Club. Skip is Brendan Bottcher, third Mark Kennedy, second Brett Gallant, and lead Ben Hebert.
What was that?
3/4 into this one.
And coach is Paul Webster.
Don't forget about Webby.
Can never forget about Webby. He's sitting right beside me, so felt only appropriate to give him a shout out. So Brett Gallant going to look to run this one back. Team Bottcher starting with the hammer by virtue of qualifying for the playoffs out of the A event. As I mentioned, Matt Dunstone qualified out of the B, so it is Bottcher starting with the hammer.
Go, 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 go. Okay.
And Brett Gallant can't quite get rid of either yellow stone, so it is Matt Dunstone sitting 2 with the hammer. Or, sorry, without the hammer, rather.
I think just come right to the lid.
A little wider. Give it a little extra. Maybe 5 feet more, yeah. Got a little light.
Line's just a little tight.
Would like to go.
Line's good. Hard line.
T-line.
Line's good.
T-line.
Hard line.
Just line.
Hard
Back
line.
4, back 4, back 8.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 off.
And that's
Good.
perhaps a little deeper than Matt Dunstone would have liked.
I would agree.
They had to sweep it to get by. Not a terrible result. It's fully buried,
Close to 3/4 again, Brett.
and it makes any kind of run-back combo a little bit more difficult.
2/3 high is going to get 2/3, 3/4 high. I'll get you awful close.
So what's difficult about running that yellow is that that red is almost in the way to hit it where you need to hit it. So looking to make a play on the guards here.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Hard, Ben. Hard, Ben. Hard, 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 hard.
So Ben Hebert tries to bring that over. I think they were hoping that they would maybe hit that red one into the yellow one in the 12-foot.
Yeah, they were. Brendan was saying 2/3. They hit probably a small half, so if they hit that a little thicker, they might have got that side one. And if you stick your red over there, then Matt Dunstone probably has to chase it. So would be a bit of a different story than what we're looking at now.
Halfway.
Yeah, certainly a nice first end setup here for the team from the Fort Rouge, lying 3 without the hammer and throwing. So BJ Neufeld just going to replace the guard up front.
You can go. Little early. Line's good. Little early, yep. Gotta go line. Line's good. You want to be a tight half on this line. Yep.
Has to curl a little.
Hard. Hard. Keep going. Gotta go. Very good spot. Good job, Beach.
Sweet.
And no mistake there from BJ Neufeld, and I believe we're going to see Mark Kennedy run this into the pile.
Might have it come up just a little bit. My intern, right?
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Clean.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Very good.
And Mark will get 2 of them, but not all 3. So that Colton Lotstone at the back 8, still
Top 8, guys.
the first shot stone.
Should be a little fresh here.
It's a good shot, though, because the shooter rolled off the center line, too. So for Matt Dunstone, it doesn't make a lot of sense to throw another guard on that rock that's only full 8 foot at the back there. So now he's going around a corner guard, which he's still going to sit 3, but this plays more into the hands of Brendan Bottcher to get this play around the corner versus in the middle.
Like you to go a bit. Line's good.
Also looks like much less of a steal situation as well, too, which is helpful. Although this one is well short of the rings from BJ Neufeld. Just maybe a fresh patch of ice, I'm not sure, but that comes up well short. And now an opportunity here for Mark Kennedy to get buried behind those guards.
Yeah, something must have happened there. You don't see misses by that much from BJ Neufeld, so a noose surprised them in a spot or maybe picked or something, but doubt you'll see many of those. But as it stands, great opportunity here for Team Bottcher around essentially a double corner, sort of corner. Heard Brendan say just bite the forfeit. If you go full 4, it looks like a great shot, but then the problem is that Team Dunstone comes down and freezes on you and your scoring area is a lot smaller. If you leave this just top 4, there's not a lot Team Dunstone can do about it, and then you still have the whole forfeit for your second point.
So big shot here for Mark Kennedy, a chance to turn the end around and get on the offensive.
Really close.
And we'll see how he adjusts to this spot. So they would have seen what happened to BJ Neufelds and had a conversation about that.
No, no, no. Just wait. Just wait.
Yep, yep. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, yep. Yep.
And maybe a little fooled by BJ's Chelsea as that one slides right to the back.
Yeah. No, that's what I wanted to do. Slid good.
Or blast it. 14.
Yeah, so you heard them say slid good. They were anticipating that maybe being a little bit heavier, which I think you would have to if you were them. So it's still a better result because at least you're shot rock. That you couldn't afford to miss that short and give that opportunity back to Matt Dunstone. So a smart miss there.
I mean, ideally we pick
And now they know that the path is fine.
I like that. Nothing thicker than a quarter, right?
No, like I think if you hit a third, you might be okay, but yeah, looking for a quarter.
Just try and pick it over the top. Not end of the world, I think.
So Matt Dunstone electing to pick this redstone off the top with his first here in the first.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hard.
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 Hard. No, not you.
Okay.
And he will just touch his own back yellow. So again, an opportunity here for Brendan Bottcher if he can ever get buried behind these corner guards. A good setup for two.
Yeah. Bite the 4. Same idea. Just bite the 4. Yeah.
They know what the speed is here now. You saw marks come down, so they know it's up to full speed.
Yeah, and we've really seen that on this sheet all week, Chelsea, that it doesn't take too long for the path to keen up. And often it is just one rock or maybe two in the same path before it gets to that 14, 7, 5, 15 hog-to-hog time that we've seen here on this sheet all week.
Yeah, for sure. Great ice conditions here all week. Draw weight stays fairly consistent.
So first stone here for Brendan Bottcher in the first. And an opportunity to
Line's
perhaps
good.
set up a 2.
Line's good.
Room.
Easy.
Line's really good.
Whoa. Curl.
Guys, line's perfect. Doesn't have to curl.
Line's
Right
good.
here.
You're
Keep
good
going.
there. You're good. You're good.
Good.
And a nice shot there from Brendan Bottcher that is completely lost behind those corner guards. And Matt Dunstone is going to have to try to draw, I guess, behind it or beside it to get shot stone.
And almost overcurled there for Brendan Bottcher, if anything.
Yeah, I guess if it curls a little more, then the run back is possibly there for Matt, or the freeze to get out of it.
The curl's a little less than this draw for Matt is much more precise. He's got a bit of room here. You want that fully buried, but it's a fine line between too buried and exactly where you want it. It's really close, and this is a hard shot for Matt Dunstone.
Kind of just half in the top 4. You want to see same as draw to the button?
So last rock here for Matt Dunstone in the first. And facing a little adversity here early on. Needs to make a pretty good draw here to prevent giving up 2.
Yeah, I would take money, Ryan.
Line's good. Okay, line's good. A little bit of room.
Line's good.
Just looking for, where is it?
Line's good.
Close. Yep. Hard.
Harnden and Lott have
get a
really
5.
picked this up.
Line's good.
This is really dying on them. And it will sit just shot, but I think it should be pretty accessible for Brendan Bottcher. I'm sitting right behind the hack, and he can see about probably 90% of it.
Yeah. I was thinking you might get that little bit of first end curl. So good hack right there. Okay.
Good hack.
So Brendan Bottcher, final stone here in the first end, has a hack weight shot 4-2.
Whoa! Curl.
Ben Hebert trying to bring this over. They said it was a little heavy out of the hand,
Clean. As long as you got enough weight here.
but that is no problem. Great throw from Brendan Bottcher and a nice first end for the team from the Glencoe. They'll put 2 up on the board. Matt Dunstone will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching the ATB Financial Okotoks Curling Classic.
What does 1800 tequila taste like? it tastes like victory. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
Aztec safety. This must be the place, boys.
That's about right. Looks like this is where the engineers hang out. Nice spot.
Here's something else that's cool under pressure.
Great tour, but where's our man Brett?
I don't know. All right, normally he's bailing me out. Roll reversal, baby, there he is. Rescue mode.
Putting out fires for these guys already.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back. Okotoks, Alberta. Historic past, sustainable future is what I just learned the motto of this town is. And Chelsea Carey, a great first end there from Brendan Bottcher. Looked like a pretty good setup there for Matt Dunstone for a while, but just one key miss from BJ Neufeld, and Brendan Bottcher was able to capitalize.
Yeah, it was all Team Dunstone early. The whole first part of the end, they were in control, and then that one miss kind of turned it around, and little miscue by Matt Dunstone on his first as well, touching his own rock, trying to straight pick that Bottcher. Shots don't touch his own rock on the way by, so left Brendan Bottcher the opportunity.
And he made no mistake. A nice draw on his first one, followed that up with a nice hack waiter on his second, and so it is 2-0 for Brendan Bottcher here in the second end. And I love that. I like that Brendan Bottcher, that Aztec safety commercial where they're just standing in a fire, or standing right in front of the fire, but the fire's just like in a parking lot. You notice that? Like, you just see the car, like the cars who were driving by that must have been insanely confused. Oh, this dumpster's on fire, and these four guys are just standing in front of it looking tough.
With a film crew.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here?
I like that.
It's great stuff. Nice to see them getting a tour of the facility and getting a commercial up for their sponsor, Aztec Safety.
Good toss.
Yeah, Team Bottcher doing a lot of great things with getting some of their sponsors on board to run some events like this, ATB Financial as well. Kind of a way to give back to the teams that maybe don't have as much, and run a great event with world-class teams and great ice conditions and all that kind of stuff. So kind of spearheaded it, so I'm sure the other teams are all grateful. I know I would be.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I heard, Chelsea, one of the teams was not very grateful.
Oh, dear.
I won't tell you which one. But
we've got some drama
they
brewing.
were very rude about it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, ATB Financial, fantastic sponsor of this Okotoks Curling Classic, and it's been a phenomenal event so far, and looking forward to more here. Nice shot there from Ryan Herndon.
I don't want to take your tight one.
Yeah, kind of a high guard. Well, we have to guard this one, right?
Yeah. Or we go around beside it.
I don't hate freezing one in here. We freeze one in here, he blasts. I just don't think it's a great setup for us to go too hard.
We're still going to have to deal with this. So your shot's a good one. The only other shot we're thinking is just like a backline chisel, either get by and bump it or touch the corner. Because we're going to have to deal with this eventually.
Yep. I like it. You throw a positive backline regardless which one you think you're probably.
You got something decent, yeah.
I like it.
So this is something we've seen a few times this event, Chelsea, and I feel like this is maybe a characteristic of a new team figuring things out, but we've seen Mark come down to the other end and just have a chat with Brendan, not necessarily about his
Ideally,
own
we
shot
get-
or even
ideally we get
necessarily maybe
by.
a pivotal point in the game, but it feels like they're just still trying to, get a little more used to that communication piece with each other.
What kind of wave are you throwing?
Yeah, for sure. There's always
Back
a learning
line.
curve with a new team and some strong personalities on this Bottcher rink for sure. And Mark and Ben having played together for as long as they have in the past, that dynamic is pre-existing. So it'll take them a little bit, but Brendan is very calm. He's hard to rattle. So while it might bother some skips to have that much input and these guys coming down to talk to him in the middle of the end, it doesn't seem to phase him. He right away said, "Yep, I like that. Let's play it." So you have to know your audience a little bit, and Mark Kennedy is pretty good at that.
And this is way down. Brett Gallant was trying to throw back line there, and it ended up as a guard. So we maybe similar shades to what we saw last end, Chelsea, a fresh path. That just completely slowed that rock down to the point where it ended up in guard territory.
Well, and they were already talking about the miss being, Brendan said positive back line, which means the miss is heavy. So really surprised them there how slow that path was, and it does appear to be a similar situation to what we saw in BJ Neufeld. So I would think if they throw it again, it would be fine, which is what we saw last end, but big miss there from Brett Gallant.
So great opportunity now for Colton Lott with that red one being partially exposed to lie 2.
Whoa. Just clean. Whoa, Ryan's got to go big.
They need this one to stick in the rings, and it will not. So unfortunate for Colton Lott, but I mean, the one good thing working in Dunstone's favor is those guards are staggered. That yellow one is going nowhere.
Like the double peel. Yeah. Okay. I'm in.
Take the 3 out of play and a good double, and there's no deuce.
So no more further analysis needed. Mark Kennedy just explained it there for us. You make this double peel. They talked about a draw, but then you're really getting into it, and you bring potentially a 3 into play. So make this double peel and say to Matt Dunstone, okay, you go ahead and try to keep your open deuce going for half an end.
Whoa, curl.
And they will not get both. So rare to see Brett Gallant miss 2 in a row, but
Still think you just go open side.
we just saw it there. And so, again, great opportunity here for Matt Dunstone.
The only good news about that one for Team Bottcher is you can see part of that yellow now where that is. You can probably see, I would say half, a thick half from the hack. So chaseable, but after we saw Brett Gallant's back line take off there, it might be a little bit of a question as to where to put the ice and how much weight to throw. So definitely still an opportunity here for Team Dunstone.
Line's never an issue.
Hey, weight's close.
So Colton Lott just drawing the open side, trying to even up these yellow stones.
Yeah, we're there. We're top 4 depth.
Yep, just get it here. Great spot, Cole. Very good. Up what? No worries. It's a good throw. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard.
Board?
Yeah.
It was a little stickier than we even thought here, Brett. Hey? Yeah, I got to be good board here, I think.
Yeah.
So there's a comment, learning from Brett Gallant's shot.
Look a little positive with weight.
Mark Kennedy thinking it doesn't necessarily mean you're throwing a different weight. It's a tolerance conversation. So he's saying I have to throw good board because it's going to come off to maybe good hack or just board. So just being on the big side of this weight.
Clean. Good. Yep. Clean. Clean.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Curl! Curl! Jeez.
Good toss, Mark. Good toss.
Get out.
That went very straight on them, surprised them a bit.
But as we said, Chelsea, the weight, just with one extra rock down that path, does seem to be pretty close to normal.
Yeah, that is what we saw last end. It's hard to know if you don't want to get burned by the same thing twice. So I think smart throw there, but same kind of results that we saw in the last end with with the second one running pretty normal after the first one's been
Line's
swept
good.
and they've polished up that path.
Stay close.
You can wait.
So
Line's
BJ
good.
Neufeld looking to replace
Bit
this
of room,
stone,
guys.
and they could probably get it
Room.
even better buried
Lots of
than it
room.
was
It's always
before.
Ryan.
Line's good.
It's always Ryan. Yep. Just no. We want to leave this as high as we can, just to keep that in play. Good spot.
And BJ Neufeld almost exactly replaces that stone,
Hey,
so
it's
it
a
will
fake
be
shot.
visible for Mark Kennedy, and indeed Brendan Bottcher will pursue
weight,
the
Mark.
same shot.
And they could have swept
Is
that to
that,
finish it,
your
but
original
not
broom?
wanting to bring it too deep.
You gave me a little less?
A little, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If Mark Kennedy ever did the same thing, it would jam on that rock that's over on the side. That's why Matt Dunstone was calling the sweepers off at the end to leave it high. But Brendan giving Mark a little less ice here, so I imagine they'll be closer.
Clean.
Easy, Benny.
Clean.
Benny, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Curl. 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 Whoa. Curl, curl, curl. Behind his. Go.
No.
Good shot, Mark.
And so Mark makes a nice hit, doesn't quite roll far enough behind that yellow,
Like control or normal?
or behind the
like
center
control.
guard. Either option would have been good.
Yeah, it seems after Brett Gallant's there, it's very patient in that spot. Even the draw for Team Dunstone didn't hook like crazy, and little less ice there for Mark, and they were still. Brett Gallant was still knifing that to try to get it to curl over at the end, and it does still undercurl a little bit. So
Yep.
definitely not a lot of movement there once we
Hard.
buffed up that spot with the sweeping.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa.
So BJ Neufeld looking to roll away here and keep two in the house.
Good shot.
And he will roll a little bit, but maybe not as far as he would have liked.
Might have been a bit firm, eh?
So a few options here for Brendan Bottcher.
Okay. Okay, I like it. I don't see anything else
That
good.
spot
Well, no,
that BJ
you gotta
just
make
threw
it,
in
and I mean,
has
if
been
you happen to miss
basically
it,
the straightest
where's
spot
he
on the
going,
sheet
around
for most
here?
of the week here. So,
I don't know if he can.
but again, it's the second end, so probably thinking it might be a little bit fresh.
Let's just make the double. See a thin half? You say
Half's got to be close.
half's
there.
close?
I don't think it's gonna move.
Okay, you want to see like this?
Yep. Half rock. I think so. Certainly not playing it.
So I've elected to play the double here. They're thinking about half a rock. I think Mark said a thin half and Brendan said a thick half, so they've landed on half. Should run fairly straight in this spot, you would have to think.
Yeah, that was the indication from Brendan for sure. So slash double on the menu here for Brendan Bottcher.
Hard, Benny! Hard,
Can Ben
Benny!
bring it back?
Hard! Hard! Wow, what a sweep, buddy. What a sweep.
That was my thought exactly.
Yeah.
I think Brendan Bottcher was, I mean, we're looking at his slide path from down this end. That looked like he slid tight, and Ben Hebert brought that all the way back. Great shot from Brendan Bottcher and from Ben Hebert.
I mean, should be.
As we get a look at the replay here, you can almost see
You
the
can
rock
see it
come.
falling
You can
back,
see
you
it
can.
falling back. Yeah, that's the power of Ben Hebert there, and the hardline broom getting it off,
Cover, pretty much cover.
getting it off that center, and great shot for Brendan Bottcher. But again, still a good opportunity here for Matt Dunstone.
I don't hate being half open either.
Okay.
So you'd think you'd want to dead bury this if you were Matt Dunstone, but you just heard BJ Neufeld say that he doesn't hate being half open. The problem is if you dead bury it and Brendan Bottcher perfectly nuts that run back, now you've got a fully buried red rock with a tight guard and you've got a hard shot to score or certainly a difficult shot to blank. So if you leave this a little bit open, then no matter how good Brendan makes that run back, you have an open blank.
So Matt Dunstone's first here in the second end. Him and his team have been in control for most of the end and looking to make good on that with the draw here to potentially set up a 2.
Bit of room, guys.
Line's good, guys.
Bit of room.
Room. Quite a bit of room. Quite a bit of room. Gotta wait. Always
Line will
Ryan.
be good.
Always Ryan.
Line will be good.
Go then.
Right to stop.
Mine's really good, guys.
Right to stop. Right to stop, Colton.
So
Come on.
Lawton Harnden trying to drag this.
You need more. You need more. Ah, really good spot.
And that's pretty much exactly where Matt Dunstone and BJ Neufeld wanted it.
Nice toss.
Right on the beak. Beak, little low.
The run back coming here from Brendan Bottcher.
Last stone here, Brendan Bottcher.
Whoa! Close!
Clean.
Yep!
Yep.
Hard! Whoa! 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 Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. Nice throw.
Yeah.
Sorry, Benny.
So Mark Kennedy saying he just missed the line call there. There was a chance that Brendan Bottcher could have stuck the guard and hit Matt Dunstone's rock in a spot where it would have also rolled behind the center guard.
Spun them both back, yeah, a little bit.
And that
Overcurled
was
just a hair.
just a hair. Mark Kennedy blaming himself for that. So it was looking like a 2 for most of this end, but a great slash double from Brendan Bottcher and a nice run back as well. And Matt Dunstone will be forced to settle for the blank.
Yep.
So final stone here for Matt Dunstone in the second, looking for the blank.
Right up.
Colton Lott on this right away, but no mistake made from Matt Dunstone, so we will put a 0 up on the board. Bottcher will keep a 2-point lead, and Dunstone will keep the hammer when we come back. You're watching Curling Live, official media partner of Sportsnet.
What do you see when you see you? Some new to you wheels, maybe? We want to help you build the credit to do it. You've got this. We've got you. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Man, I can't believe how easy this is.
I thought the youngsters were supposed to be coming to help today.
I don't know, man.
Can't believe Benny. He's always giving me tips on the golf course trying to fix my swing. I mean, he can't beat me anyway.
Hey, boys. Nice shirts.
Nice bin.
Thanks, boys. Just doing a little decluttering here, getting rid of some old artifacts here.
What do you got there?
Check it out.
2009.
Huh, been good for a long time.
And what's this?
I don't know.
2016.
Ooh, careful, Botch. That's the last thing I won. What do we got here? 2009 Worlds. Ooh, talk about a throwaway.
2009. Weren't we in juniors?
What else we got here, Benny?
Boys, you can fit a ton of stuff in here, I'll tell you that.
You think this will fit?
Oh, come on.
Might be trying to get rid of those shorts too.
Welcome back, curling fans, to Okotoks, Alberta. Semifinal action between Brendan Bottcher and Matt Dunstone. John Cullen alongside Chelsea Carey with you. And Chelsea, a bit of a rescue there from Brendan Bottcher last end. Matt Dunstone looking like he was going to be scoring a multiple all end. And a great shot from Brendan Bottcher to ensure that didn't happen.
Yeah, we're trying to roll a bit further for Matt Dunstone and would have made that double either not possible or at least a lot more difficult. Didn't quite roll far enough, and Brendan Bottcher made them pay for it.
It's in.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, double's good. We're just drawing?
In the other semifinal, it is Kevin Cooey against Colton Flash. Colton was drawing against 4 on his last one in the second end. rubbed off one of the ones in the forefoot and just slid too far for shot. So Kevin Cooey with a steal of 1. They lead 2-0.
Hard line.
If you want to watch that game, you can head on over to the Okotoks Curling Club's YouTube page. They have that game live as well, so you could be watching both these games at the same time. Sounds like a great Sunday morning to me.
Great sweep, guys. Great sweep.
Shot.
So there was some debate about hitting that guard because Ben just slid it into the house, but they elect to draw here.
Just through. Yep.
So attempting a similar shot to the one that didn't work out for them last end here for Brett Gallant, it is really a great result if you can make it. Trying to just throw a kind of a backline weight and tick off that, essentially a tick on that corner guard. You can't kill it, but you're just trying to roll to the center line and cover your own rocks and open up that Dunstone counter.
Yeah, a little pressure here on Brett Gallant because, of course, if it is hit out of play, then it would be replaced under the 5-rock rule. Ben Hebert on this right away. We haven't seen too many rocks in this path. And they will get by it.
That's a great shot. Very good.
And smudge into the middle. So that's also a nice result for Brett Gallant.
That's the nice thing about that shot is you do have the options. You can play it onto the back rock. You can, if you do that exact same thing on the guard, it's good. You have a couple options, and this time ran a little better for them. Got the weight right and well managed there. Well called by Brendan Bottcher, and a good sweep once again by Ben Hebert.
Just a sliver high with the in.
So Colton Lott being asked to run this one back.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
And he will stick it. So it is still Brendan Bottcher lying 2 without the hammer.
Yeah, and the bigger issue there isn't even stuffing it, it's losing the shooter. You wanted to keep your shooter around somewhere, so not the desired result there for Colton Lott.
It's just going to make a chase tougher, that's all.
Hey, yeah. I think right
it's
on
going to
the
make a chase tougher, that's all. Okay.
Yeah, normal.
So Chelsea, I did the math on this Brendan Bottcher team so that you don't have to. Coming into the season, this is one of the better on-paper teams we've maybe ever seen. Between the 4 members, they have 11 Canadian junior appearances, 3 wins, 2 World Junior Golds, 6 Olympic appearances with 2 gold medals and 2 bronze medals, 41 Brier appearances with 13 wins, 5 World Men's Golds, and a combined 42 Grand Slam titles.
Wow.
So pretty good, you could say.
Like intern board.
Where's the other bronze at the Olympics?
Mark and Brett.
When did Mark win bronze at the Olympics?
This year.
Oh, because he was their 5th, right. I was thinking 4 players. I'm like, they only won gold at the Olympics.
Yep.
Don't you remember Mark inspired them to bronze? That was the whole, he gave them the pep talk, and it got them fired up, and they beat John Schuster.
That's right.
Yeah, it's hard to. Well, yep.
And yes, as James is reminding me, Brendan also the Universiade winner as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Peel it the thin way. Yeah.
Or rather, sorry, the bronze medalist at the Universiade in 2013, but he won the
CIS.
The CIS, yeah, in 2012.
Hard to keep all that.
Hard to keep
all
it all
straight.
Yeah, I do my notes for these events, and my notes for Brendan Bottcher's team is a full page. Any guesses as to who won that Universiade, Chelsea? 2013?
Very good, Mark.
2013.
I'll say he's on one of the world's best teams right now.
Yeah, I figured.
Half rock.
I'm just trying to think age-wise. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the guy who won it just answered in the chat, me.
Amazing.
Oscar Erickson.
There we go.
Hello, Oscar.
Good try, Beach.
So BJ Neufeld can't quite make the double, and Brendan Bottcher will have an opportunity to keep the house split.
Yeah, they're more that. Like,
And lie 3.
That's what I'm thinking too. 4:15-ish, Benny. Okay, sliding good. T-line. Felt heavy.
Line's good. Line's good.
Probably curl a bit here, guys.
Just put it on the tee line. Line's fine. Line's good. Line's
If anything, you want to play him off the middle one, guys. Had to curl a little more. Might have been a little full. Yeah, it is.
So Mark, trying not to set up the double here. This is pretty flat, but BJ Neufeld, we all know, can throw that big weight.
He's playing off this one. He still has a chance at the blank. Yeah. Playing this way, it's...
Yeah, that same depth. They were hoping that it would curl a little bit more. The depth wasn't far off. You heard Mark say I might have been a little full. So if that gets a little bit more over to the 12 foot at that exact same depth, this double's maybe not there.
Oh, looks like they're not playing the double anyway.
Trying to freeze on the center one.
I would imagine so, yep.
Yeah, jams on either side. So if you get this freeze somewhere close, it might be hard for Brendan Bottcher to remove it without jamming it on one of those side 2 reds.
Line's good. Little bit. Line's good. Line's good. Bit of
room right now.
Line's good. Yep. Whoa.
Just
where?
Just for
Just wait. Whoa, off then. Can't bounce. Can't bounce.
And just that little bit too heavy from BJ Neufeld, and so it's a pretty easy kill here for Brendan Bottcher of that yellow.
Yeah, that line was perfect. If that has a foot less weight, it's deadlocked on there, and it's hard for Brendan Bottcher to remove it. But that little bounce, that's the level of precision we're talking about with these guys. That that 6-inch bounce will kill you.
Yeah, nose or blast.
If we hit it a little high and do this.
Sure.
That'll work.
Yeah.
So for Brendan and Mark, not debating which shot to play, just debating where to leave the
I just
shooter.
don't want you to roll here.
No, I know.
So, if there's no triple on the nose, I like the nose.
Okay. Well, then let's just play the intern and throw firm and hit
Sure,
it on nose.
sure.
You like that?
I think so.
Nose it. May as well have a rock above the tee line than picking it. Nose it. Well, if we pick, he's going to freeze to that rock back button again, and if we nose it, we're top 4, so there's no triple. Firm. Yeah.
So they've decided to nose it. The other option was to just pick it clean and leave that red rock there, but Brendan has a good point. If he does that, that rock is on the back side of the button. This way he'll be sitting in the top, so Matt Dunstone would have to move this shooter to be shot on his first one, which should make the removal of that shot easier for Brendan Bottcher.
Good spot, Brendan. Good shot. Sorry, Matt.
Good, yeah.
So nice shot there from Brendan Bottcher, and Matt Dunstone's going to have to make a pretty precise hit and roll here to try to generate a deuce.
Hack we can probably get right onto it, eh?
Yeah, you can get for sure a little closer.
Yeah.
I mean, I like throwing hack. I mean, I think you want to give us a
give it a real good go. Yeah, for sure.
Especially with it being a bit patient.
How's hack right there? Look.
Yeah, that looks close, man. I like that.
Yeah. Edge of 4.
Yeah.
So you heard Matt say they'll give it a really good go here because there's no reason not to try hard for the roll. It's not really a steal situation.
Hack weight.
So just an opportunity here to really put the broom in a spot where you're really trying hard for that roll.
They've elected to bring the weight down here. They're talking about hack weight. The reason for that is to try to roll closer to a freeze on that red rock. If you throw normal weight, you're going to end up further from it, a little bit flatter roll. This will allow them to play a steeper roll and get closer to a freeze on that wide red rock.
So first stone here for Matt Dunstone in the third. His team has been chasing it all end. Looking for a hack weight hit and roll.
Whoa. 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 Right off.
Ryan. Really got. Whoa.
This is close. Can it spin up? It will spin up, but just a little bit too far. And so Brendan Bottcher should have a pick here, and Matt Dunstone will be forced to his single if Brendan makes it.
Maybe just a little heavy there for Matt Dunstone, so it didn't curl as much and bounced a little harder than they would have hoped. If that has a couple feet less weight, it probably curls up a tiny bit more and just kind of straight rolls in front of that versus that bump. A good line call, because otherwise you don't want to ever roll across the top of it. But it's looking like a force here.
So last rock here for Brendan Bottcher in the third. Has been in control the whole way, looking for a pick
Gotta go, Benny.
to try to force Matt Dunstone. Ben really trying to bring this out. And unfortunately, Brendan will get his own at the same time. So what was looking like a force the entire end, a slight miscue from Brendan Bottcher is going to allow Matt Dunstone to get the blank.
That's a big miss and an uncharacteristic miss there from Brendan Bottcher.
That's the second intern peel weight that we've now seen Brendan be a little tight on. Last end, Benny was able to bring it out enough to make that slash double, but was not able to replicate the feat there. So maybe something to keep an eye on here. Brendan maybe just getting a little bit tight on those. This will be one of those blanks for Matt Dunstone that feels like you got two.
Yeah, definitely. And for Matt Dunstone having to go to the inside out turn here, you would typically see him throw this with the out turn because there's less area to roll to. But because of that red rock, there's a jam situation happening there. So going with the in turn and playing the roll all the way across the house. But with the kind of weight that Matt Dunstone can throw,
really hard.
Have to like his chances there on this early.
Colton Lott all over this. This is really curling. And it curls too much. So Matt Dunstone does end up getting forced, but did have the opportunity for the blank, and unfortunately it's an opportunity missed. So Brendan Bottcher will have the hammer and a 1-point lead when we come back. You're watching the ATB Financial Okotoks Curling Classic.
What does 1800 tequila taste like? It tastes like victory. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
What do you see when you see you? Some new to you wheels, maybe? We want to help you build the credit to do it. You've got this. We've got you. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
DoorDash is the official on-demand delivery platform of the Toronto Blue Jays. Delicious is on deck. Get $0 delivery fees on your first order. DoorDash. Dash that.
Welcome back to Okotoks, Alberta. John Cullen and Chelsea Carey with you. And don't forget, this is not the only curling action you're going to be able to see this year as the Grand Slam season is upon us. It starts in a couple weeks in North Bay, Ontario with the Boost National from October 4th to 9th. And you can see if you're in Alberta, Ontario, Saskatchewan, some great Grand Slam action coming your way. For ticket info, visit theGrandSlamOfCurling.com. And, of course, you'll be able to catch all the Grand Slam action, as always, on Sportsnet. So back to the action at hand here. And, Chelsea, you have to think, given the way that Team Dunstone has played, the fact that Matt ends up missing that blank and putting one on the board has to feel even a little bit more crushing than it might otherwise.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't looking like they were going to have a chance for the blank there. Got a miss out of Brendan Bottcher. You can't hand those back. You're not going to get a lot of misses out of Team Bottcher. So when you do, you really have to take advantage. And for Matt Dunstone, they're not able to do that.
So we'll see if Brendan Bottcher can continue their hot start to this game. They've got the hammer and they've got a lead.
Hard bats. Come on, buddy.
Right to it.
Go, go, go. You still got the roll.
Right to it, right. Whoa.
And so just a great sweep from Brett Gallant, but can't quite keep it out there. But it is Bottcher lying to.
Top button. Wait only right now.
T-line.
Okay, a lot of room. Little room here, guys. Line's good. Clean.
T.
Close.
Small bump.
Whoa then. Whoa. Whoa, it's real close. Close. Yep.
Still bumping a little.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
And Colton Lott with a nice freeze into the pocket. And so Brett Gallant will be asked to peel the front.
Clean.
Pretty straight there.
And we heard Mark say quite straight, and that's something we've seen on this sheet really all week, Chelsea, especially with the up weight. It runs pretty straight.
Yeah, definitely. We, you might see an early one curl a little bit when it hits some fresh pebble, but once that pebble's worn off, definitely runs straight with hits. Really good hitting ice, which is why we've been talking a little bit about wanting to be the team in the lead, because it's very conducive ice to those big weight hits. So you can just put the broom right where you want to hit the rock. You can manipulate it a bit with sweeping. We saw Ben Hebert back off Brendan Bottcher's slash double in the second end, looking like he might miss that on the thick side, and a few licks from Ben, and it was back to being made perfectly. So really, really good hitting ice here.
Good spot. Good.
Colton Lott will replace the guard, and as expected, Brendan Bottcher will ask Brett Gallant to remove it.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Very good.
So a nice pair of peels there from Brett Gallant, and we'll see Matt Dunstone once again ask for the guard. Chelsea, I am a big fan of the city of Okotoks, not just because it has a historic past and a sustainable future, but I made $100 2 nights ago from a kind gentleman who was
Wait a bit here, guys.
perhaps slightly intoxicated.
Line's gonna be good.
They have scooters in town that you can like rent for a little bit and drive them around town. I don't think I told you this story. I told the crew this story.
You haven't told me this story.
Yeah, so after our night draw 2 nights ago, I was riding my scooter back to the hotel, and this happy fellow stopped me on the street corner and told me that he would offer me $100 for my scooter if I parked it and I could just give it to him right there.
Oh my goodness.
And I thought he was joking, and he assured me many times that he was not joking, and then he went back into the bar and then re-emerged with $100 and handed it to me. And so I was only 2 blocks from my hotel. So I said, sure, no problem. You go right ahead. Have a good night, sir. And I made $100. That's the story of how I made $100 in Okotoks.
That's incredible. I've ridden a lot of scooters in my life. I've never been offered money for one.
No, never?
No.
Oh, jeez. Well, you just got to come to a town that only has 50 of them.
Yeah.
And also be in the right place at the right time, about 11:30 p.m. outside of a bar in downtown Okotoks.
We've also jumped Okotoks ahead from a town to a city, according to John Cullen.
Not yet, but they're on their way.
I know you said the city of Okotoks. That was the first thing I thought of.
My apologies. That's where we're learning so
We're heading
much.
there, yeah.
The town motto, the fact that it might be a city soon. It's been a great place to spend a weekend, and the curling's been fantastic too. So a little chatter there from Matt Dunstone and BJ Neufeld, but electing to once again throw the guard here.
Yeah, this is another one of those kind of cat and mouse situations. Brendan Bottcher's going to keep peeling, so it's a matter of how long do you wait before you do something with those rocks in the forefoot.
Tight half.
Line's good, guys.
Go ahead. Line's good, just go.
Keep going,
Yep.
keep going. You guys can get this.
Got to keep going on this. Got to keep going to stop. Got to keep going to stop here, boys. Keep going.
Lawton Harnden trying to bring this over.
Good shot.
And I think that'll do the job.
Freeze on the nose is pretty good.
Just a dead straight nose freeze?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a shot. Right on the nose.
So we're changing gears here for Brendan Bottcher, looking for the nose freeze.
It was quick, and it was a nice spot earlier.
Yeah, you said it's a cat and mouse game. Brendan Bottcher looking to be the cat here and not the mouse, trying to get ahead of the...
He can't delay anymore, right? If we tap it and all of a sudden he's second shot, then he changes it a bit.
Big question, speed.
Trying to get ahead of Matt Dunstone here.
How much has it come back?
I think it's pretty good. Like, you know how you threw this one here and we left it just in the back?
Yeah.
I think a couple feet less than that.
What was that split? Remember?
410.
Yeah. Close. Little less weight than that.
So couldn't quite hear all that conversation, but that was a talk about the speed, what the draw weight's going to be like in this path compared to what they've thrown, compared to what they've seen. They haven't played this side of the sheet as much with draws as the outturn side, so just having that conversation about is this going to be heavier, how many feet heavier, that kind of thing between Mark and the sweepers.
So looking for a freeze to the nose is Mark Kennedy. And this looks like it's running a little hot.
Yep. Yes, keep on.
No disaster.
Probably throwing PLA.
I don't know. I don't know if we got to go to the swear jar for that one from Mark Kennedy, but
I heard two there.
So did I. So you know what? I think we have no choice. Mark Kennedy, you owe me $10.
Like we're trying to hit this.
There's the swear jar. Curses for Kids.
Right.
All the proceeds go to the Sandra Schmirler Foundation.
Slightly on the inside.
Yeah.
Joshua Mattern got added to the club last night. $62 now we've received for Sandra Schmirler. $50 still payable. Those who are still payable to me, you know who you are.
PL 7/8 low.
So I think Chelsea, Matt Dunstone can get rid of all 3 of these reds, or certainly 2 of them pretty easily, and maybe kick the other red out into the 12-foot.
Yeah, the question is where your shooter is going. I think you want to make that double for sure, but I almost wonder if it's better to roll to sort of a corner freeze on your yellow than it is to try to kick that red.
So an opportunity here for Matt Dunstone to capitalize on a Mark Kennedy miss.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Any roll.
Shot.
And he will nestle it in there. So it is still Bottcher lying one with the hammer, but pretty good situation here for Matt Dunstone.
Yes. Nope. No, just if you make the. I'm trying to think of what he does if you make the roll there. If you just roll here, he's probably just picking this, hey?
He'll pick it.
And then you're drawing for one.
Like this plays, he picks it. We have a tap for maybe 2.
So maybe that's the shot. But your call's good too. Roll to here.
If we roll to here.
Yeah.
What's he doing? Drawn around.
He's almost got to come around and then get this. Okay. I like that.
Almost got a couple ways.
Yeah.
Just tap. I think plan A, I think, is this one.
Yeah.
Seeing it right in here.
So again, not a debate about which shot to play. It's a matter of where to roll. There's thinking plan A is to roll across the face of that.
I'm trying to roll big and get across the other side of the yellow one, but even if we just roll half onto it, half on either side of it is good, yeah. The miss is kind of rolling to dead behind the guard, and then we can't use it.
So half on either side, so you just don't want to get caught in between on this one is what Brendan Bottcher means there. So plan A is to roll across that yellow to half a rock on the side of the back red rock. Plan B is to just roll about half a rock from where it is right now onto the other corner of that yellow rock.
Whoa. 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 Clean.
Whoa, whoa.
Curl. Curl. Curl, curl, curl. Just a little roll. Just right there, right there. That's good.
Good spot, Brendan. Good spot.
So good shot from Brendan Bottcher. As they said, they were happy to roll just a little bit or to roll over the face of it. So nice spot.
What's that?
I just don't. I might leave them both in though.
Awfully hard to get to nose with any sort of weight.
Like I think I'll just splash the reds, and you might have a rip double for 2. Like even if I get half open here, like if I just get half open, it's a force, because he can't stick this.
Yeah. Only other shot would be this. Not much room for error though. You just do this, and it's a gimme double.
Yeah.
I mean, you make a really good one here, and it's hard for him to score. He has to probably play a bump on this to the button. It's kind of what I'm seeing.
It's my first thought. I'm okay with that. It's just a little tricky.
I mean, you could bang this thin and set up pretty good for you probably, but I hate guessing like that.
Yeah, like we could throw hit it as thick as we can with a bit of weight, spray that yellow back somewhere, and keep the shooter on an angle. Just whatever weight to kill that one and hit it as thick as possible.
It's definitely there. I mean, the only thing about the draws, I'm just a little bit worried we do have to go out, and the speed's going to be much different.
Okay. Hit that as thick as we can with a just normal.
Yeah, I think you got to throw
normal.
I think you got to throw normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be able to get this 3 to here, maybe. And that 5's going to come this way. So as long as we can.
Well, if you just get by with normal, I think you're killing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit of a guess. Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay. Probably got to be on this rock a bit. What do you think of that?
Your peel weight had a little bit of curl to it, so
edge.
This is I think this is minimum.
Okay, give me edge then.
Here.
Okay, yeah, that's the best spot.
So Matt Dunstone's first thought here was to throw a draw around this stagger, which is a really good result if you make it, but they talked about having to go into a bit of a wider path and maybe the weight's a bit of a guess. The front end wasn't in love with it, so they've landed on, I think they're throwing a bit of weight at this, like a normal, solid normal, and trying to get somewhere close to the nose. Kill one, red for sure, hopefully two, and leave your shooter in there. Maybe get a force that way.
So last rock here for Matt Dunstone here in the fourth.
Clean. Whoa. Ryan. Hard, Ryan. Whoa.
And they will not stick the shooter, and I believe Brendan Bottcher should have enough space there to make this for two.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
Hack. Just hack.
That is once again that really straight spot on the sheet, and BJ said clean at one point and then immediately went to curl, and you just can't do much with when a spot is really straight. You know, we talk about the carve. The carve is more effective on certain types of ice conditions. The straighter it is, the less effective the carve is going to be. So that's a spot where you want to be sweeping to back it off, like Team Bottcher did with Ben Hebert, versus trying to make it curl like Matt Dunstone just did. So unfortunate miss for them.
A good back line, maybe hack. Just the opposite side of it.
So now Brendan saying good back line, maybe hack, get through that hole. You could hit this on the nose, you could hit it low, below the center line. As long as you punch that yellow out, hold your shooter, it'll be a 2 points.
So final stone here for Brendan Bottcher. And yet again, it's a hack weight takeout for two.
Straight. Gotta go,
This
Ben.
is flirting with the center guard big time. Can Ben Hebert hold it? Can he get it by?
Good. Clean.
He will. What a sweep from Ben Hebert once again. Not the first time we've said that this game. That was very close to that center guard, but Ben Hebert able to hold it. And that'll be another two for Brendan Bottcher. They will take a 3-point lead into the second half of this game. Matt Dunstone will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching Curling Live, official media partner of Sportsnet.
DoorDash. Dash that delicious and nutritious. Dash that savory and sweet. Get $0 delivery fees on your first order. DoorDash. Dash that.
What do you see when you see you? Your own place? With your own groceries? We want to help you build the credit to do it. You've got this. We've got you. Capital One. What's in your wallet?
$15-3. Keep it going. Very good scrub, guys. Very good. Nice.
Good spot.
Welcome back to the Okotoks Curling Club. Cullen and Carey with you once again.
Take your time in your hack.
This semifinal
Make sure you got the
matchup
right
between
slide.
Brendan Bottcher
Yeah.
and Matt Dunstone and Chelsea Carey through the first half of the game. It's pretty much been all one-way traffic. Some great shot making from the Bottcher team and some great sweeping from Ben Hebert sees them with a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, some opportunities for Team Dunstone that they haven't quite been able to capitalize on, and then a few from Brendan Bottcher that looked like they might be in trouble, but Benny to the rescue with a great sweeping to back both of those off.
I got quite a bit
and
more.
make
Little
this
tight,
last shot
guys.
for 2 and the earlier double for the force.
Yep, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go.
Top 8.
Hard, boys, hard.
Top 4.
Hard. Yeah, you gotta go.
Top button.
Gotta keep going.
Go past that side of 4.
We're on half of it. I think chunk it. Chunk it. Okay,
Okay, Benny.
that'll play.
Even him up.
So just a little over curl there from Ben Hebert. And Ryan Harnden will be playing the second corner guard.
Good line.
Pretty close to the same.
Ryan
Close to
Harnden,
the
the
same.
outcast
line.
on his team for not throwing
bit
with
more
that
line than the
classic
last.
Manitoba
Line's
tuck.
good.
And also doesn't live in Manitoba, so a true
Pretty hard.
outcast.
Matt doesn't live in Manitoba either, but
Well, I guess that's true, but he was born
Great
there,
spot.
He
so,
was.
you know.
Good pair.
Shot.
And Matt will also tell you, much like yourself, that
Top 12
Winnipeg
in
is
front of
the
it?
greatest place on earth.
Winnipeggers
Just
unite.
try not to leave him the nose triple. I think a little on this side of the pocket. Almost dead in front of this one to get you close. Bite the 8-foot.
This is okay too. This takes.
Top 12, bite the 8. Yeah.
Put it right in front. Top 12.
Top
Line's
12.
good.
Yeah, this is the,
Top 12,
the
tight.
first year that Ryan Harnden has played without his brother
Top
EJ
12.
since 2008.
Gotta go a bit.
So it's been a little while. We'll monitor their separation anxiety throughout the year.
Gotta go hard.
2008 was the Briar in Winnipeg.
Oh, see, there you go with your Winnipeg stuff.
Keep going.
Okay.
Good stroke, guys.
Good spot.
So
okay.
I think Brett was trying to bring that one in the house. Came up a little light.
It's above the tee there, Colton.
In the other semifinal, Kevin Cooey playing Colton Flash. It was an early 2-0 lead for Kevin Cooey, but then Colton Flash scoring 3 in the third end, and Kevin Cooey just had a double for 2 and missed it. And so it's a steal of 1 for Colton Flash. They lead 4-2 at the halfway point of their game. You can watch that game on the Okotoks Curling Club YouTube page as well. A little bonus coverage here for you on this Sunday morning from Alberta. And of course, we'll have the final here for you on Curling Live. That's coming up at 2 p.m. local time. So that'll be 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Hope you'll join us back here for that one too. As Colton Lott makes a draw around that corner guard, maybe a little deeper than they would have liked. Brett Gallant should be able to chase this.
2 ends ago. Remember, it looked a little bit tight, and then we held it good and got by that guard? Yeah, I'll get a little more ice to watch. Okay. I like this. Heavy hack.
Little heavy.
Clean. Clean.
Heavy hack.
Clean.
Little heavy.
Whoa. Clean, clean. Hard night. Yeah. Go ahead. Hard, buddy.
So Mark Kennedy trying to bring this over.
Keep going.
Will they get enough of it?
Very good.
They
Good
will. So nice sweep from Kennedy. Nice shot from Gallant. It continues to be Bottcher lying 2 without the hammer.
Line's good.
T-line.
Top 4. Line's good. Real good line.
Gotta go for weight.
Only if you have to.
Gotta go.
Go ahead. Hard line.
Top 8.
Hard, you gotta go. Hard, you gotta go to get by.
Almost
Hard.
T.
Line's good.
When you finish?
Go ahead. Yep. Right to stop. Perfect.
Yeah, nice shot there from Colton Lott.
Shot goes my way.
Overburied.
Probably won't be able to chase
Little
that
low.
one. Looking for the
Roll
run
it
back
to the
now.
center line.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Silver low.
Close, yep. Whoa.
Curl!
Oh, boy.
And Mark Kennedy will jam it. So opportunity here for Matt Dunstone with the hammer.
Sorry, Mark.
boys.
Heard Brendan Bottcher apologizing to Mark. They swept that a good chunk of the way and it ended up under curling. So a little bit of a mistake there. Pretty unlucky to dead stuff it with that kind of weight. It's partially a bit of a miscue and partially a bad break.
Clean. Yep.
So big shot here for BJ Neufeld looking to freeze the
Whoa,
pocket.
Whoa, whoa. Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard. Right to it. Right to it. Chief, follow this goal. Hey, Beej, it's okay.
And he won't quite get to the nose of that red one, but
yeah,
not a
try and
bad
plug
spot.
it. Right on the beat.
Try to roll it to the back four. Right? Okay.
Are we trying to get it a little this way, if anything, and roll your shooter into here?
You tell me.
I think that's A1.
Okay. Guys, I'm trying to kill the one in the house. Anything else is a bonus.
I think all of that was a good conversation, Mark being a good soldier there. You tell me what I'm trying to do, Skipper. But also brings it back to the point of you just need to kill this. Make sure you make noise back there. That's the biggest thing.
Yes,
Don't worry about the details after that.
Good shot.
And so they won't quite get the roll that Brendan Bottcher was after, but they do get the plug, and so it is Bottcher lying 1, 2, and 4. Nice shot from Mark
Don't
Kennedy.
even worry about killing this. I think just getting it into here is good enough. Just hack.
Hack?
Yep. Yep. Hard, Colton.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Would love that shooter to stick around. And unfortunately, it will not. So just one of those mornings here for Matt Dunstone. Just so close with that shot from BJ Neufeld, but maybe just a little too much weight.
I'm thinking middle's still okay.
Rolls the shooter out of the house, and now Brendan Bottcher will have a run back to lie 4.
Around the beat. Don't really want to play around with the weight on this one.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Curl. Curl, curl, curl. Curl, 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 curl.
Sit. Okay. Good. Sorry. A little
So
late.
Brendan won't get the dead stuff, but he does get rid of the yellow.
Wide.
Yeah, what do you want to be for depth? I think you want to push the tee line.
Yeah, I'd love to bait him into a freeze, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
So small window of opportunity here for Matt Dunstone. By hitting that where he did, Brendan did also roll his shooter away from the center line. So essentially a corner guard for Matt Dunstone to use. It is a red rock, unfortunately, but this is your chance to set up a 2. You make a good one, and you hope Brendan Bottcher misses either a run back or some sort of chase or freeze, and you might have a chance for your crooked number.
Low 14s here. Okay. We want to go right to tee line with this. Bite the tee.
So first rock here for Matt Dunstone in the 5th. Down 3 and perhaps a glimmer of hope here.
line. You got room.
Room.
Just for weight.
That'll work.
Lots of room.
That'll work.
Always Colton. Always Colton. Always Colton. Try and go back 4. Go then. Just keep going.
Hard.
Far as it
Colton
goes,
Watt
Colton.
Hard, don't
really
stop.
going to have to
All you
bring
got,
this
all you
over
got,
to
all
get
you got, all you
buried.
got, all you got.
And it just will not quite get there. Brendan Bottcher should be able to see about half of this from the hack. So pretty easy pick.
Let's pick it out. I don't see this doing much.
So last rock here for Brendan Bottcher. Already with a 3-point lead and a chance to once again force
easy.
Matt Dunstone.
Clean, yep.
Good, good, good. Nice throw, Brendan. Really good.
And no mistake for the skip from the Glencoe in Calgary.
Good scrub.
And Matt Dunstone once again with the long slide back to the hack. Just another frustrating end for them, and all he can do here is hit the full 8-foot for a single.
Line's good.
Final stone. Matt Dunstone just
Line's good.
needing the 8-foot for his one. And that is no trouble for the skip from Winnipeg, so
It's almost the ice for the button.
it will be a 2-point lead and the hammer for Brendan Bottcher in the 6th. When we come back, you're watching the ATB Financial Okotoks Curling Classic.
DoorDash is the official on-demand delivery platform of the Toronto Blue Jays. Delicious is on deck. Get $0 delivery fees on your first order. DoorDash. Dash that.
Hey everyone, Mark here from Team Bottcher. We're here in Calgary at the Hearing Loss Clinic new location at the University District. Come inside, let's meet the team, and let's see what makes us such a great company to partner with.
I think our vision at the Hearing Loss Clinic is to be sort of the hearing clinic out there, right? We want to showcase the best meticulous clinical work that we can and combine that with the incredible passion that our whole team has about hearing healthcare. We're all like-minded, we're all very passionate about our job, about hearing healthcare, and I think we really convey that to our clients. As soon as they come in the door, they're greeted by a great team of people, big smiles, coffee. We try and make everybody feel really comfortable with the whole experience, and it's really exciting for us to follow the research, to see what we can offer to our clients next, and really it's all about helping them on their hearing journey. I think two things that set us apart. One is how friendly and welcoming and excited our team is about all of the hearing healthcare stuff we provide, and also how we take a unique approach to hearing healthcare. So we have a wider scope of practice than a lot of clinics out there, and it's really important to assess every client's individual needs and what's going to work best for them from a treatment point of view.
Welcome back, curling fans, to Okotoks, Alberta. Home of this semi-final, Brendan Bottcher, Matt Dunstone, John Cullen alongside Kelsey Cherry. How many times have you been called that in your life?
You know, I never have, but I do have a friend who that's his drag name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kelsey Cherry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love that. That's a fun name. I feel like that could be your alter ego.
Oh, it is me. It's based on me.
Oh,
the
good.
drag, yeah.
Great. So what does that mean? What does a drag performer based on Chelsea Carey look like? What does that mean?
A blonde wig and a Canada shirt.
Okay. Oh, the full thing.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. I like that.
Same line.
Probably some people in the crowd a little confused, I would imagine. Unless it's a curling audience, then they would be dialed in. Love that. Kelsey Cherry.
Yeah, it's not performing, but it's just they've done it for,
I see.
for
Okay.
for spiels and stuff as a team and things. So
okay, love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, shout out to Kelsey Cherry and shout out to Chelsea Carey, my venerable partner for this weekend here in Okotoks, and once again another dominant end from Brendan Bottcher. And they now have a 2-point lead and the hammer here in the all-important 6th end.
Sure. Yeah, if your line's good, we'll bump it a foot. Line's good.
Same weight.
Like to go a bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Top 4, top 8.
Line's good.
Frozen.
Line's
bump.
good.
Bumping a rock.
Yep.
Small bounce.
Whoa. Very good, Ben.
Sorry, Benny.
No, that's good. That's a good shot.
It's not a good weight call by me. Sorry.
Nothing wrong with
Good
that.
shot there from Ben Hebert. Mark Kennedy a little hard on himself there, but
Nose it, back 4,
the
back
result
8.
is just fine.
Yeah, back 8.
back 8-foot weight here for Colton Law. Try to hit this somewhere near the nose and move those reds around a little bit. Tap at least one of them behind the tee line and stay in front. Set up some backing.
Back 8, back 12.
Whoa, clean. Yep, whoa, yep.
Still back 8.
Yep, hard.
Touch it.
Very good, Colton.
Very nice.
Very nice shot from Colton Lott. Probably having the best game of any of the
thick half of the
team members on Team Dunstone. So Brett Gallant will look to make a double peel, possibly get lucky and get that yellow one in the house as well. But the priority, the double peel here.
Whoa. Curl.
Go, it's close.
Whoa. Very good. Very good.
So a nice double peel there made by Brett Gallant.
Nice shot, Brett.
And Matt Dunstone will continue to lie to with, or sorry, Brendan Bottcher rather, will continue to lie to with the hammer.
Barely clipped it. Good shot.
Not too high.
Yeah, you can go. Line's real good.
High half.
Yep, high half's good on this line.
Still high half.
Yep.
Colton Lott looking for the guard here. And will find it. So appeal here for Brett Gallant.
Whoa. Clean.
You're okay.
Clean.
He softed it. I know. He's good.
Very good.
Heard Mark Kennedy say to Ben Hebert he softed it. As a sweeper, sometimes you can tell on release that that's what the thrower's done. So for Brett Gallant, probably sliding just a little bit wide there. So could be concerning when you can also see that as a sweeper. But Mark reassuring Ben that he softed the release, so it should be okay, and it was.
Yeah, line's good.
Well, especially on this ice too, Chelsea. We've
Just
seen
a sliver
that
more line than Colton.
you just don't want to be positive on those hits
you wanna
because
be
it
2/3 on
stays
this
really
line.
straight if you are. So if you're softening the release a little bit, it's probably not going to have as much of an impact as it might on ice that's a little more reactive.
Even this ice earlier in the week when we saw a bit more finish, it's they likely sandpapered these rocks right before this event started, and now 4 days later worth of games, they've been throwing a lot and starting to kind of buff that sand out so everything will get a little bit straighter.
Good throw here.
Clean. Good toss, Mark.
Thanks.
One so I can get to nose on this. He doesn't.
Yeah, I think a little higher.
A little higher. Yep. Line's good. Okay, high half. Line's good. Yep.
So another guard
Line's
here
good.
for
Leave this
BJ
high as
Neufeld.
we can. Sit. Good.
Sweet.
And another peel for Brendan Bottcher.
Yeah, I guess when you're lying 2 and up 2, there's no real reason to chase anything in the house.
Yeah, not particularly.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, you're just looking for kind of back button-ish weight, right? That gives you a...
Yep. Tee on my own kind of thing. Back 4. It's the same shot, yeah.
So Matt Dunstone looking to tap up this rock into the pocket.
Looking for back 4 weight. Somewhere right near the nose is really close.
So like 6 feet more than what I was giving you on those draws. Okay.
So precise shot needed here for Matt Dunstone. Brendan Bottcher already sitting 2 with the hammer.
Yeah, room right now.
He's going to need to make this one good.
Whoa then. Whoa,
Clean.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. No, 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 no. Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yes!
Yep. Yep.
Hard!
Yep. Hard, 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 hard.
Really came down.
Decent spot for Matt Dunstone, just curled a little bit on them at the end.
Rip the top.
He probably noses.
He probably noses to sit shot, and then all we have is the score. We're sitting 2.
The score here is not bad.
No, I know. Scoring's fine. Wonder if there's any need. We're 2. Just wondering if it helps to stick around. He's just gonna nose this, guys.
Nose it back.
Get our 1. That's what we're looking at here, I think.
Blasted off this one. That's not bad.
Right. That's a.
Of the options, I think I like that one the best.
Okay.
Played a little thick. If we blasted off the 8, then I've got an open hit at the end of this.
Okay. No, but we're going to be forced to 1 as soon as he does that.
We're going to be forced to 1. First, before we give him the easy force to 1. If it rolls out a hair, if he taps us the half rock, then what do we do?
Well, then we're probably trying to rattle the try to rattle this one into his shooter and try and.
Good, as long as you're not crossing your fingers.
Just to Brendan's point, though, if you make it, the force isn't that easy anymore. What's he going to do? Is he's just playing this? Yeah.
He's probably just bumping this up an inch, guys, and staying here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Good shot.
Okay. Just peel it.
I think just peel it. I'm not. That dead nose hit isn't a gimme. If he clips the yellow.
If he rolls out an
If he
inch,
rolls out an
then
inch.
coming back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think just
Let's rip it and make something good.
Play the simple shot.
Okay.
We landed on just ripping it.
Okay, so they're just going to peel the guard here. Lots of debate about trying to run it into the ones in the house and maybe unlock one of those freezes. For Brendan Bottcher, you're sitting 2 right now. So probably smart to just rip this and make Matt Dunstone make something. You're probably always still going to have a shot to score at least one. So I think this is a scoreboard call, but I think it's a good one.
Easy. Easy. Benny. Good. Shot, Brendan.
Good. Yeah.
Right on the nose.
So we'll see what Matt Dunstone decides to do here. As you said, Chelsea,
Yeah,
that was sort of the directive from Bottcher, make him make a
Knows
shot.
it, and he's got to be a little bit careful, right?
Well, I think he just noses it back and gets
He'll
his
throw a
point
bomb and
that way, right? Yeah, we nose. He's just gonna nose it.
he's gonna rip it out.
And that'll be shot. I
There's
mean,
nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you can get rid of both of these and roll the shooter, but it's a nose hit for one. Not great. Yeah, I just don't know how you put any pressure on him. Right?
I don't think we do.
I mean, if you ever, like, even this is too thin, you're always spinning too far out to kind of get both sides of the forefoot.
Yeah. I mean, then our only chance at a steal is making this and hope he rolls out on a hit.
Right.
That's our chance at a steal.
Right.
This there's no chance at a steal.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Problem.
The only other thing is if you, like, can you bump it
Just a back
to
lid.
here?
Yeah.
Does that help at all? But even then, that still doesn't help. He's just fucking
right through the
blasts
gut.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the only way I see a steal.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think, right?
See what they think, but I think that's really our only shot.
Yeah, and there's only one spot I can bump this to.
I mean, Maddie, maybe just trying to hit it just a sliver high, so at least he can't roll very far if he's nosing this. Like,
Yeah,
if you can ever get it so that they're kind of edge on edge,
Yeah.
he might try to double.
There's
for the
nothing I
blank,
can ever
but
make with this, hey? And try it like a hair low?
Maybe, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like maybe.
Because I think we throw this hard still.
Yeah. I think you're hitting it, trying to hit it pretty much right on the nose.
Yeah.
Maybe a sliver high.
Sliver high, just so
And
it's not a
just try and
gimme
get
half
here.
rocker.
Yeah. Okay.
Like middle rock with firm.
Okay.
You like that?
Yeah, you throwing peel or just firm?
I think, yeah, I'll throw peel.
Okay, then middle of the rock.
Yeah.
Another one of those math equation situations here where they're hoping that they're going to find a better
Thinking our
solution,
only
but there
chance
just
at a
isn't
steal
one.
is
There's,
if he goes out on a hit.
BJ Neufeld said,
So we can't really
I don't know how you put pressure on him, and Matt Dunstone kind of chuckled and said, I don't think you do. And I would tend to agree. I don't see a great option to really put the pressure on Brendan Bottcher. So going to make this little run double, try to stay as close to the nose as possible, and just it's going to leave Brendan either an open hit or a double for the blank, but it's all you have right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, just that little overcurl for Matt Dunstone on his last one, leaving this a very tough situation to steal. And of course, you can't give up any more than one here. So this is the prudent call for Matt Dunstone
Really
here.
hard.
And that will hang on the rings. And so if Brendan Bottcher's so inclined, he could chase a double for 2 here.
I don't see why you wouldn't. It's kind of a catcher. Brendan just said it. I don't think you can go over the top.
Yeah, I like it.
So you're probably getting one anyway. It's a really
Two-thirds.
low-risk attempt at a deuce.
We can never go over, so a little thick ain't killing us. In.
So another 2 that seems to materialize late in the end for Brendan Bottcher, but certainly a good chance at it.
To me. Yeah, I like that.
A pretty flat double, but it's certainly there. Final stone, Brendan Bottcher.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard, Brett. Hard. 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 Hard.
And it just won't quite get to the outside of that yellow, so Matt Dunstone will live to play another day, but Brendan Bottcher will take a 3-point lead into the 7th end. Matt Dunstone will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching Curling Live, official media partner of Sportsnet.
Gentlemen, we need to talk about your health. If you or someone you know has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, then you know it's difficult, both physically and emotionally. But remember, you are not alone. It's crucial to ask the right questions and to play an active role when discussing your options with your doctor. Gentlemen, it's time you take control of your health and ask about treatment options that are suitable for you. Go to crucialrehearsal.ca to answer a few short questions and download a personalized script to guide your next conversation with your doctor. Check it out.
Boys.
Welcome back to Okotoks, Alberta, home of the ATB Financial Curling Classic. Cullen and Carey with you for this semifinal. Matt Dunstone, Brendan Bottcher, and Chelsea, it continues to be Brendan Bottcher pacing this game. They're now up 5-2 with only 2 ends to play, and they really don't look like they're going to be faltering here.
No, the Bottcher Express is not coming off the tracks anytime soon by the looks of it. They haven't missed a whole lot, and the couple that they have, a couple small miscues that they have had, they haven't really had to pay for. Team Dunstone really close on a lot of shots and just not quite able to convert and take advantage of the very few mistakes that Team Bottcher has made.
Happy. Line's good. Just fully. Yeah, we're fully.
Line's good.
Should be close to even.
Sliding pretty good.
So I assume, Chelsea, if you're Matt Dunstone, you're really just going all out here. You pretty much have to score 2.
Yeah, you have to score at least 2. I would suggest early in the end you're going all out for 3 because even 3, you're tied coming home without. We've talked all weekend about what those odds are like to win the game tied without the hammer, but you never know. That at least gives you an option. Anything less than that. I mean, if they get 2, they're going to play 8, but you have to try to set up your 3 early, and if you get 2, you get 2, and then you hope for some magic in 8.
Just looking over at the other semifinal, it's Kevin Cooey against Colton Flash. Cooey getting 2 back in the 5th end, so that's tied 4-4. Colton Flash has the hammer. They're playing 6. You can also watch that game on the Okotoks Curling Club YouTube page.
Gotta go, Ben. Gotta go, top 12.
If you want to enjoy both semifinals here on this Sunday morning.
Line's real good. Gotta get it here. Hard, boys. Hard, hard, hard.
Brett Gallant trying to draw around this corner guard.
Keep it wide open. Just keep it open.
You're good. You're edge on edge right there. Okay,
And he won't quite make it around, so
That's a good choke. It's fine.
maybe a bit of a break for Matt Dunstone, although might be difficult to get around that red one given how close it is to the house. Colton Flash just looking, or sorry, Colton Lott rather, just looking to draw around the
Top 12, top 8.
corner guard.
Line's good. Bit of room. Bit of room. Switch. Plenty of room. Plenty of room.
We will have the final of the ATB Financial Okotoks Curling Classic for you right here on Curling Live at 2 p.m. local time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Make sure if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you do that as you're watching. You'll get a notification every time we go live with great curling action. We're going to have a ton of coverage for you this year. We're going to be in Calgary for the Autumn Gold, Penticton, Red Deer, Brantford. It's going to be a great season, so make sure you keep it locked on Curling Live, official media partner of Sportsnet, all season long.
Hack.
Clean.
Brecollant looking for a little hack waiter here.
Hard, Mark. Hard. Clean.
And a nice sweep there from Mark Kennedy to get it around that corner guard, and
Very good.
Brecollant will make the chase successfully.
Yeah, that looked like it might really take off, but once again, we see the power of the sweeping on that ice being a little bit straighter. They can really hold it. So great sweepers on both of these teams. So you want to be missing things tight. The carve's not as effective, but the hold or even to make it fall, which we've seen Ben do a couple times, is very effective right now.
Up 8. Line's good. Way less. Tight as you get it. Line's holding pretty good here, guys. Hard. Oh, yeah. Great sweep. Tough one.
And just a little light there from Colton Lott, so Mark Kennedy should have the opportunity to pick this.
No, we don't.
We've been talking about crime-fighting duos on the stream all weekend, Chelsea, and unfortunately for Brendan Bottcher, it's not a duo. It's just Brendan.
A thin half
He's
rock
a
misses everything.
cartoon crime-fighting dog, Botch dog.
Even a third, you're probably good.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Just so you know. I know you were wondering who the crime-fighting duo would be on this.
It was a burning question.
On this team, but yeah, it's nothing to do with his teammates. It's just I've been calling Brendan the Botch dog for like 5 years, and I've always imagined him as a sort of like McGruff type character.
That's perfect.
Telling kids not to do drugs and things of that nature.
Very good.
Yeah. Good sweep, Benny.
So Brendan Bottcher continuing to lie 3 up 3 here in the 7th, and the expression on Matt Dunstone's face pretty much says it all at this moment. Starts to be around the time in the end where you get a little bit resigned to your fate here. Gonna need some magic to happen to get a 3 going out of this end.
Hard line. Hard line. Where are we?
Line's
Hard
good.
line. Hard. Hey, Beach.
That's not going to be of much help, coming up short of the house there for BJ.
Look, I still think we're hitting it. My only question was, is there any value in trying to stick?
No.
Okay. Same shot. Third of a rock.
No debate there from Mark Kennedy. Nope.
And no pushback from Brendan Bottcher either. Sometimes as a skip, I feel like you just ask those questions just to confirm your own suspicion.
Often you do, yeah. It's like, am I crazy or is this? I love when they say that, and I do it too. Is this dumb or is this crazy? Because you're like, this looks good to me, but maybe I'm out to lunch. Just need someone to tell you you're not. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, as a lead, I always relished being able to tell my skip that they were dumb. So that was one of my favorite questions. Would this be really stupid to do this? Yes.
Yes,
it would be. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
it's
we're
all your
thinking.
fault.
Or we make this triple. He's got a nose and I wrap.
I like rolling over here, I think.
Board.
Yeah, I mean just.
So BJ Neufeld attempting to hit and roll behind those corner guards.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard roll. Hard, hard, hard. Good. Nice shot.
Very nice shot from BJ Neufeld. But it is still Bottcher lying the pair.
You want,
I don't see you
it's
doing
nice and straight here. I threw these run backs.
Yeah.
Just inside middle.
Sure. I think we'll have margin on the sweep.
Yeah. A little low.
So looking for the run back here. Heard Brennan say, I think we'll have margin on the sweep. That's what we've been talking about it being a little bit straighter and how effective that sweeping to hold it straight has been. So you can afford to take pretty tight ice and bring your sweepers into play here.
Yep. Hard, Benny!
And Ben Hebert is getting brought into play once again. Can he bring this all the way back?
Shooter. Right
He will.
Good shot, Brendan.
And a nice roll from Brendan Bottcher, too. So good sweep from Ben, good shot from Brendan. Seems like he's found a home, just being maybe a little tight on those interns, but getting Ben to bring it back. That's sort of the way that you can control the hits when it's so straight.
And when you've got Ben Hebert there, I mean, you'd be silly to be anything else. Like I say, the carve's not very effective, so bring your inside guy in and just let him hold it for you. And Brendan has done that, and Ben has done that for him a number of times now.
Yeah. Half on the 4. 14-2. So same, like think same as what I've been giving you then.
So freeze attempt here for Matt Dunstone.
Hey, line's good. Clean.
The window starting to close here.
You got room if
room then.
Room. Line's really good. Line's good.
Just has to come down, guys. Okay, good shot, man.
A nice shot there from Matt Dunstone.
That one.
Good call.
A little low on that 3. Oh, yeah. I still like the intern though. Sure, it's a little low. Sure. Give me center.
Yep.
Even a broom inside of center.
So pretty close to as good as Matt Dunstone could have done there.
Are we trying
but
to save my shooter or not?
Well, I actually think I'm probably going to call for a dead nose hit.
Are you trying to pick it clean at the back or stuff it? I just don't want to lose 3 of the 4 of them,
Yeah,
right?
I don't want to give him an easy blank.
Yeah.
I think if you plant it,
My shooter might
it's a
roll
really,
out
really
back,
hard
roll
blank.
out, and then he'll have a double. I think the best way is to nose it and pick it clean and leave
is.
3 of them in there.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Intern.
So looking for the nose hit to pick that yellow clean and leave the back red that's there behind it still there so that they don't leave a double for the blank for Matt Dunstone.
Whoa. Clean. Yep. 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 Hard.
Keep going, Betty. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Great shot.
And just like that, picks it clean, leaves themselves counting 3.
Good call.
And Matt Dunstone will be forced to settle for a single.
No, I think it just jams.
Yeah.
I think. Just hack. How's that look? Yeah. Just, yeah. Just hack, guys. Yeah.
So final stone here for Matt Dunstone in the 7th. All he can do is make a hack weight hit for 1.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
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 Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's the curl a little.
And no mistake. So Brendan Bottcher will take a 2-point lead and the hammer into the 8th end when we come back. You're watching the ATB Financial Okotoks Curling Classic.
What do you see when you see you? Some new to you wheels, maybe? We want to help you build the credit to do it. You've got this. We've got you. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Hey, you old guys need a little bit of this for the joints, or?
Back in Alberta, baby.
Hey, Benny, we got some pigeon food here for you.
Just clean, guys. Clean, clean.
What does 1800 tequila taste like? It tastes like victory. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
Hello, curling fans. Welcome back. Continuing coverage of the ATB Financial Okotoks Curling Classic. It is the semifinal. It is Brendan Bottcher and Matt Dunstone. And really the scoreboard behind Ryan Harnden telling the tale. Brendan Bottcher pretty much playing a perfect scoreboard, scoring 2 and giving up 1, and it's been one-way traffic, and now they're in a very comfortable position here, Chelsea, and I'm not sure that, well, with the way Bottcher's playing, it feels like it's a very steep mountain to climb.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. You need probably somebody on Team Bottcher to maybe fall on a rock or something. It's not a good situation. But like again, it's one of those things. Stranger things have for sure happened. It just has to feel a little bit hopeless if you're Team Dunstone. Anyone who's curled enough knows that feeling. You have had some chances and just can't seem to buy one, and Team Bottcher can't seem to miss. And so it's frustrating and it feels very demoralizing. But 16 more rocks here, and hope that you get some kind of miraculous series of misses.
15 and a half. Sorry, it just looked like it was curling a bit.
Yeah, it's been a very consistent effort from Team Bottcher here this afternoon. There's only been, or this morning, I guess, there's only been a few opportunities for Matt Dunstone, and like you said earlier, just unable to capitalize on them when those opportunities have arrived. And so we'll see if Matt Dunstone can really mount a comeback here, but it's going to be tough sledding. And I can tell you in the other semifinal, speaking of tough sledding, Kevin Cooey with a steal of 3 on Colton Flash. So they now lead Flash 7-4.
You can go.
The winner of the 2 semifinals
Line's
will
real
be
good.
meeting in the final
Hit her
here
up.
at 2 p.m.
Yeah, right
local
now it's
time.
in.
We'll have that for you on Curling Live.
Looks through.
Colton Lott needs this one to stop.
All right, Colton.
Good.
Fine.
And it will. But I think we're going to
They were
see
just single peeling.
Brett Gallant get some rocks moving here.
Yeah, for Brendan Bottcher, you don't need to do anything fancy. You don't even really need to be attempting double peels. If it was an easy one, you'd see him throw it, but no need to take any risk here. Really just eliminate one yellow at a time until it's time for handshakes. So for Matt Dunstone, will be looking to find places to hide these yellow rocks. That it doesn't look like a great shot from Colton Lott. It actually is a really good shot. It just needs to be in the house and as buried as possible. It doesn't need to be shot right now. That's a problem for later. So looking to do a similar thing here, back 4, back 8, get it buried. Pile up some yellows and then hope you have some kind of a combo and then maybe get a miss from Brendan on his last.
Good line.
Little less, but not a ton less.
Bit of room.
That's gonna go.
Go ahead. Bit of room. Yeah.
So Colton Lott looking to
Always
come
line
around
when you
again.
go.
Back
Put it
4.
in a similar spot.
You can go. Go ahead.
Back 8.
Yep. Oh, there's just
And just
Great
maybe
throw.
a little shorter than they would have liked, but
There's
still
just
in a
nothing
decent
there.
spot.
Great throw.
Weird. Good throw.
Yeah, I think the key here probably if you're Matt Dunstone, Chelsea, is just to make Brendan throw his last against 2 and hope you maybe get a pick or your aforementioned fall on a rock.
Clean, clean.
Yeah, you'd like to make him throw it against as many as you could. It's always nice, if you need to steal 1, you try to make him throw it against 2. So in theory, if you need to steal 2, you'd like him to throw it against 3, but that's probably a bit of a tall ask.
2/3.
Just guard ours.
A little bit early. Hard line.
So
Hard line.
BJ will replace that guard.
Keep going. Where are we? Okay, whoa. Just got to stop now. Whoa. Good spot. Very good.
Clean.
And Mark Kennedy will make the peel.
Good toss, Mark.
And we'll see BJ put up the guard again.
Little bit, Colton. Where are we? Okay. Little bit.
Line's fine.
Good.
Line's good.
Good. No, it just needs to stop. Good shot.
Let's see.
I think we got to make the double on my first, eh?
And Mark Kennedy will peel this one. And now we'll see what Matt Dunstone decides to do to
Yep.
lie as many as possible.
Very good.
More than I thought. This week, guys.
Nice.
Thanks.
trying to hook it around here to here.
Yeah, just get it. I don't know if there's enough curl to get hinged on it. Like, I think the best I could do is beside it, and it's just. I think it's either a tight guard on that or make that double now. Hope he misses the double once, and we can shoot 3. If we're up like by the logos, he's just gonna or draw something here, right? And you just gotta beat out that. So making it now, might hope he stuffs that.
Okay.
Probably our best chance at making him look at 3.
Yeah, I think.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Just a shade on our side.
Yeah. So I've thrown the hard interns here.
Yeah, I like that. Kind of
middle. I was seeing middle rock. Yeah.
So they're going to make this double. Some debate about whether to save it for their last one, but I think Brendan would be doing something to take it away. So I think you probably have to make it now and hope that Brendan Bottcher doesn't make a double and that you have a chance to sit 3 on your last.
Intern here.
So first stone here for Matt Dunstone in the 8th. Does not have the hammer and needs to make something happen. Looking for a double here to lie 3.
Whoa!
Shot.
And he will indeed do that. So we'll see what Brendan decides to do here. He's got a few options.
The nice one about this one is, worst case, you're drawing 8.
It's right on the nose, yeah.
So we're going to hit shot rock first. Hit it basically right on the nose.
Right on the nose?
Make the double, and then the worst you could do is a tie.
Clean, yep, straight. Straight. Hard, Benny. Hard, Benny. Go, go, go. Good sweep. Great sweep. Great sweep.
And we've heard great sweep a few times this morning, and that's another time there as Ben Hebert holds that, and Brendan Bottcher makes no mistake on the double. So Matt Dunstone will just hit this, and Brendan Bottcher will just have to get rid of one of the yellows, and he will be on to today's final. So last rock here for Matt Dunstone.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Whoa.
Hard.
Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Right up.
Cool, right up. Okay, that's good. That's good.
So he will hit it right on the beak, and Brendan Bottcher will have a hit for the win. They've yet to lose so far here in Okotoks. And looking to add another one to the W column here.
3/4 high.
As you can see, BJ Neufeld already removing his microphone. Quite confident that the miracle is not about to happen here.
Yep. Yep.
So final stone for Brendan Bottcher, and he will indeed make it look easy, as his team did all game. It'll officially go down as a steal of 1 for Matt Dunstone, but that doesn't matter. It's a W for Brendan Bottcher, and we'll see them in the final here on Curling Live in about an hour and 45 minutes time. Make sure you stay tuned for a post-game interview with Brendan Bottcher.
Gentlemen, we need to talk about your health. If you or someone you know has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, then you know it's difficult, both physically and emotionally. But remember, you are not alone. It's crucial to ask the right questions and to play an active role when discussing your options with your doctor. Gentlemen, it's time you take control of your health and ask about treatment options that are suitable for you. Go to crucialrehearsal.ca to answer a few short questions and download a personalized script to guide your next conversation with your doctor. Check it out.
Well, boys.
Bottcher, congratulations. First of all, big win. You guys look fantastic this morning. Obviously, new team. Tell me a little bit now. You're getting a little into the event. You haven't lost a game yet. What are you seeing out of the new team that you're really liking so far?
You know, we've played a variety of different games this week. We've been tested a couple times real good, including the game here today. So I think it's been good. You know, when we've needed to come through, make some big shots, the teamwork communication side of it has felt pretty natural, and I think for a new team, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's noticeable. We hear you guys on the mic. It does seem like you're communicating really well. And I want to talk to you a little bit about your coach, Paul Webster. You know, you guys have brought him in. He's been a national team coach for a long time. We haven't really seen him work with an individual team in quite some time. Tell me a little bit about what he's been bringing to the team so far.
Well, Paul has a ton of experience, and although he hasn't maybe been team coaching, he's been involved in coaching all of us for the better part of a couple decades. So I think he knows us really well. I think he knows what makes us tick. I think he's kind of been that centering force so far that's kind of brought us together, and I think Paul's outstanding. He's done a great job so far. Awesome.
Well, congratulations again. Big win. We'll see you back here for the final. It's going to be at 2 p.m. local time. Hopefully we'll see you back here for the final on the Curling Live YouTube page. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I think it's great to be partnered with another Alberta-based company who shares a lot of the same values and beliefs as us. Our team's looking to represent not only Alberta, but Canada. And I think just the privilege of being able to wear the red and white and put on that maple leaf is definitely what we're chasing. And hopefully that for us means a couple of world championships and culminating in the 26 Olympics in Italy. I think you need to be active and engaged in your community. You need to be a positive model for all the kids coming up, you know, playing whatever sport they're competitive in. And I think all of us on this team are really striving to be, you know, not only good teammates to each other on the ice, but hopefully also real good ambassadors for curling and sport as a whole off the ice.
They have a great family there and a great team. A lot of the same qualities that we have, just teamwork, working hard to get the job done, and helping out each other along the way. So I think that as we continue to work with ATB over the next 4 years, you're going to see a lot of those qualities come through in our curling team.
The people at ATB have been great to me. I've met a whole whack of them over the last 9 seasons. Great people, they do a ton of stuff in the communities. They brought me into a lot of local communities as well, where I've got to meet even some of their clients and brand representatives.
We feel very fortunate to be partnered with a company that gives so much to Alberta and small town Alberta, being born and raised here in this wonderful province, and being partnered with a brand like them means the world to me. Being able to be involved with a company that gives so much to the grassroots. Even during the COVID years, they created 2 World Curling Tour events that we could play in. And just seeing their passion to give back to this wonderful province is one of the reasons we feel so fortunate to be partnered with them.